Okay, the event starts. The recording has begun. This is great. So, do you hear us? Hi, Anastasia. Do you hear us?
Hello, Bogdana. Hello, Lisa. Yeah. Can you hear us? This is the question now. Yes.
Yes, that's great. Okay. Hi, everyone. We are very happy that you participate today. We have quite some names here. Hi, Nastya. If you have questions, please post them in the chat. We will answer all your questions after the presentation. I hope English is well for you. If you have any issues, please just post it in the chat and we will try to address it as soon as possible. My name is Joanna and this is my colleague Julia.
Yes, hello. I'm Julia, yes, and I'm booking agent at the FIS, so that if you have any questions, as Joanna said, you can always ask these questions right in the group chat and we will answer them. Yeah.
Yeah, we are from the FIS, and the FIS is a student housing concept here in Germany, and it is better than as usual student housing, since we offer a great range of community events, and more about it I will tell you in a minute. First, for you, nice to meet you as well. First, for you, and short overview in which countries and which cities we are currently present at. So in Germany, we have FIS houses in Aachen, in Berlin, Bremen, also Darmstadt, Frankfurt. In Freiburg, we have two. One at the center and one in Zeringen. We also have the FIS in Hamburg, our largest building with more than 450 apartments. Also one in Hanover and Munich. For those of you who decide that Germany is maybe for sure not your land, you can try out with Austria or the Czech Republic. We have this at the Prague and Wien, also the Netherlands, and 4 more houses in Germany and the Netherlands are about to come in the next years. And what is different about the FIS? It is a complete concept made for you, future students or current students. It is a concept that offers you the feeling that you are more than welcome, and you don't get only a housing but a whole lifestyle. You enter a community and can enjoy one or many of our services. More about the houses. Each house has a study room. Some of our houses have a fitness room or a movie lounge or a gaming area. Also very important, the community kitchen. You have a kitchen in your own apartment, but there is also the community kitchen, which you can use to gather together, cook, or just enjoy the time with your friends. And a barbecue area in the summer is very, very pleasant during the evenings to just gather together over a barbecue. And in most of our houses there is a rooftop terrace which offers you an amazing view of the city, and a courtyard, since, well, we all know a long time study means at some point you need fresh air, so you can enjoy this in the courtyard. And since Germany is very eco-friendly country, and in most of the cities, students are usually using their bikes. We provide you with bike parking in every house. It's free of charge, so you can be safe with your bike and park it and have no worries about it. Of course, when you live on your own, there is no mom to do the laundry, so we have also laundry room which you can use day and night. And in some of our FIS properties, we have also storage room for those of you who have a little bit more stuff to take with. Car parking is also available upon request and additional payment. In each house, you have house manager who will greet you when you arrive. He or she, it's also complete team, but the house manager is usually one, and has also assistant house managers. So he or she will do the apartment. He will give you the apartment. I'm sorry, I lost one word. Give you the apartment and show you how the house looks like. At the reception area, you can go anytime, and also make use of our rental equipment. For example, you can rent a Hoover, or you can rent an iron or an iron board, anything you need, so that you don't have to buy such things extra. And when you received post from your parents or from your friends, the post will arrive there. It will be taken from the house manager, and he will let you know that you have post or package, so that you can pick it up. In each of our houses, there is high-speed internet, which offers you the opportunity to study without any worries. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, we offer special events for our community that organized by the house manager. This is most often welcome party or end of semester party, or just over Christmas, some baking event, or any of this art. And there is also in each house a house technician. Here on this slide, you can see maybe some faces of house manager, and also house manager assistants and house technicians. For example, Jens, he is a technician at the FIS in Berlin, and takes care of the tenants if there is anything in the apartment which must be fixed. He will support, and in each house we have such a supporting person available. What you can see on this slide is our pictures from our community area. And as you see, the community kitchens offer a space for usually 20 to 50 people, even more. And the gaming area is the favorite area on every Friday evening. I know you're curious about the apartments, so now we come to this part. In general, we offer apartments in many different categories, everything from X small to X large, and also double studios. It depends, of course, the size depends on in which city the FIS is. More information we can provide you upon request, and for a specific house. In general, apartments are between 16 and 58 square meters, and they are completely furnished and ready to move in. So you don't have to take care about any additional furniture, which you usually should buy on the regular German market. And if we have a look at a single apartment, A single studio, when you enter, there is a bathroom to the left or to the right, and inside the apartment there is pantry, a kitchenette with a fridge and cooking spots, so that you can prepare your meals for yourself without being bothered by anyone. There is also bed and a desk with chair and shelves for your studies. As I already mentioned, the internet is also included. And the most important, your apartment is your castle. You enter, you close the door, and this is your private space. You don't have to share it. But if you want to share your memories, you can just go to the community area. So you live alone in your apartment, but you don't live alone in the residence. This is the idea of it. And you can see here a couple of pictures. To the left, you see the first in Freiburg, one of our latest openings. And the building is very, very, very nice, and it's new, and it's full of colors. To the right, you see the first in Munich, and in the middle there is a picture also from the bathroom. For those of you who intend to arrive in Germany as a couple, we offer also double studios. These are usually not as many as the single studios. So most of the times you have to plan really upfront your arrival in a double studio, so that there is still availability. But Julia can let you know if you want to rent a double studio, when we will have one available. The difference between double and single studio is that in double the bed is larger, and it's only one bed, and it's for couples. So don't mistake it maybe with friends. It will be not that easy to share it with friends, since it's really one apartment with one bed. Here you can see some further pictures from the double studio, how an apartment usually looks like when you enter. And here to the right, you see that it has 2 desks and one larger bed. Also here you can see some sample pictures. And this is a very good picture of the kitchen. Maybe here to mention, there is no oven in the kitchen, but there is an oven and a large community kitchen, so baking is still not a problem. Also your desk, enough space for everything, and this is how usually a bathroom at the FIS looks like. And more about the booking process, I will now let Julia explain, since as she mentioned earlier, she is a booking profi.
So thank you, Anna, for this information and for the information about apartments. And I tell you about the booking process, the booking types we have. You can see it on the presentation. There are different types, for example, long-term stay for 2 or 3 years, full year stay for 1 year. Full year stay flex, for example, if you want to cancel or terminate your contract a little bit earlier, for example, after 6 months, yes, so you can choose this booking type. Semester stay, if you're interested only for 6 or 9 months. And seasonal stay is only relevant for Munich apartments, for business apartment, flex apartments. So that we can say that the minimum stay is 6 months. And of course, it costs also more, as for example, then you book for 2 or 3 years. So that if you book for 2 or 3 years, it will be the best price offer, as far as you see also on this slide. We also have the admission fee. You can check it if you book for the period from 6 till 9 months. The admission fee will be 250 euros. And if you book for more than 10 months, the admission fee will be 90 euros. And this admission fee includes different services. For example, this booking that we prepare the booking for you. After that, you will have the house manager services, stay in the house, and they will help you with the parcels, yes, if you order something, or they can borrow you some things as a vacuum cleaner and other things you need in the apartments that you should not or mustn't buy them. So after that, I will tell you some information about...
Maybe just let me add something shortly, Julia. The whole idea is that the longer you stay, the less rent you pay. The rent is also dependent upon the stay. So you have the best conditions for a long-term contract. And since in Germany the semester usually starts in April or October, these are the two most often beginnings of contract. So for you to imagine how this works, now we have November and we are in most of our assets fully booked. But from March or April, we will have again available apartments, since most of our tenants will move out. If they move out at all, they will move out in February or March. And if you are not sure whether you want to stay in Germany for 3 years or for 2 years, you can book initially for 1 year and then renew your contract or have a new contract. So don't if you don't understand how this all works, don't be afraid to ask us, since it's a lot of information, and if it's important that we avoid here confusion. So you can ask us anytime, also per email, what your wished length of stay is, and then we provide you with some tips which options you have to which prices. And the rental period, the rental process for the new summer semester will begin maybe in February next year, January, February next year. So it's important also that you let us know in advance if you want for the summer or the winter term, and we include you on our waiting list. And in fact, we answer your email at first very fast. So that was just from me as an addition.
So you're right. Thank you very much, Jana. And Bogdana have already asked the question, only 90 or 50 euros per month. It's the one payment, so that you shouldn't pay it every month. It's only the payment that you should do at first, so that I will clear it.
The admission fee, yeah.
The admission fee, yes, in the next slide, so that there are 3 payments that should be made before you move in. There is admission fee, the first month rent, and the deposit. So that the admission fee, it's 90 or 250 euros, depending on the period. The monthly rent, the first monthly rent, it includes everything, all costs. Only media fee you should pay extra. You can read about it, because everybody in Germany should pay this media fee extra, and you will get later and get this information. It's I think 18, 19 euros.
Yeah, don't get scared. It's only 18 or 19 euros, and it's like a taxation. It has nothing to do with us. It's just a taxation thing in Germany.
Yes. And the third payment is the deposit. Yes, so that it will be also refunded, fully refunded, if you haven't done any damages in the apartment, so that you get it 3 months. We have 3 months to refund it after your contract ends, so that there are 3 payments you should pay. And some information about the booking process. And you see, it is not so difficult, yes, you come to our website, the FIS, because all apartments we have, you see on the website. At this moment, as Jana said, we are fully booked for some cities, yes, for this semester, but for the next semester, we will start in January, beginning of February, so that you will see all available apartments there. You go online, you register for the apartment, you choose, there are different possibilities, how what kind of apartment you want to have. Is it single or double apartment? Yes. Is it on the base floor, middle floor, or higher floors? Yes, it also depends, the price depends on these characteristics. Yeah, so that you choose the apartment you like, reserve it, fill in all dates, the details, as for example, your first name, last name, the date of birth, you will see there are not so many details, but you should fill in so that we have this booking, yes, so that you can have your contract. Yes, you sign this contract, you will get the information, okay, this is your contract, please read it and sign it. You sign it, you pay the admission fee. Yes, so these two things are important before we see, okay, you sign the contract, you pay the admission fee, we signed the contract from our side. And it means that your contract is confirmed. And after that, you'll get the confirmation email with information, okay, we confirmed your booking. Now you have 2 weeks before your contract starts, time to transfer the admission fee and, or not admission fee, I mean the first month rent and the deposit. Yes, and now you can see the link to the move-in calendar, so you can choose the date you want to move in. And also, there is very important, we need 2 documents from you. You can send them as far as you have them, but not later than 2 weeks after your contract starts. These two documents are the proof of study, and sometimes in some cities you can also work, for example, as practicum, as something like that, and the liability insurance. You can read more about liability insurance also on the internet.
On our website, yeah.
On our website, also by FAQs. It costs also, so I think €3 a month. But this,
by the way, our website is linked above, so you can just click on this website link. I hope you see it, everyone, and just go directly to our website.
Yes, you're right, and can check which cities we have and available apartments we have only now, for example, in Darmstadt and Freiburg. But for the next semester, we will start later. Yes, so that we have all payments, all these 3 payments I told you. We have documents, or maybe not, because you can send them a little bit later. And you can move in on the first day of the date of your contract, so that on the 1st of, because we always start on the 1st of the month. Yes, and the contracts end also on the, for example, if the contract starts on the 1st of March or the 1st of April, so that the booking must be, for example, yes, till the end of August or till the end of September, or also till the end of February, till the end of March. So that
the following year.
Yes, a little bit more information maybe for now, but you will get, you will see all options that we have, because as I said, it also depends on the period and depends on the chosen apartment. So
yeah, more or less the all options you have are anyway listed on the website. I know now we can't give you much of an example. Besides Darmstadt, we can give you an example. You can have a look at our available apartments in Darmstadt, so you can gain an impression how our availabilities look like when they are listed on our website. It is in general also so that you get all the information from the website, and if you have questions, you just send us, you just contact us through the contact form, and Julia and the rest of our team answers your request as soon as possible. And I see there are quite some questions, a few questions in our chat. So Julia, we can now begin answering them, right?
Yes. I see the first question was from Alex. How much are single studios? How does payment made, and for a year, 6 months or monthly? Okay, how much are single studios? It depends on the city, of course. Yes, and depends on the period you book, as I said. You can also write me now, for example, in chat, for which city are you interested in? Yes, so that I can tell you so approximately, yes, the prices. How does payment made? As I said, we have 3 payments: admission fee, the first month rent, and the deposit. Admission fee you can pay by card, by credit card, or you can transfer it. And the first month rent and the deposit must be transferred, and there is no possibility to pay these 2 payments with credit card. For a year,
and the monthly rent will be booked over from your account. So when you arrive in Germany, you have time 2 weeks time usually to register at the town hall, then open a German account and provide us with this account data. There is a form called SEPA, which you filled in. We send you the form, so no worries. It's easy. You just fill it in, sign it, and then we can book your monthly rent every month directly from your account.
Yes, you're right. So that to the next question, I think. The next question was from Nastya. Good evening. There was a situation when I studied in Warsaw under the Erasmus program. At the end, we were forced to pay for the door that someone tried to break into while students were away on vacation. There were no cameras in the hostel either, but we were forced to pay because it was considered our responsibility. How such excesses being solved in your apartments? Thank you.
We have in general our house manager and people on the reception, and they see more or less who is coming in and out, and also the tenants are responsible for the damages they do. But I hope such a situation cannot happen at the FIS, since also the doors are also the front doors of the building. You can open them only with a chip. So I hope that no one can enter our building just like that. And we are very sorry that you have that you had such bad experience. We have a security concept and also cameras, so such cases have not been yet observed at the FIS, and we hope they won't be observed also in the future.
You're right. Yes.
And if you have any issues, you just go to the house manager and inform him straight away. If you say something that you find is not fine, or there is a foreign person all of a sudden staying in the community kitchen and he or she does not look like someone living at the FIS, you just please inform our house manager and we take care of everything.
Yes. The next question from Alexandra. As far as I see, how the students choose who to live with. We have single apartments, so that you will live alone in the single apartments, or we have double apartments, so that you can choose with whom you live. Yes, so that this is not dormitory as, for example, in the Ukraine or Russia, maybe. Yes, so that you will live there with 2, 3, or 4 people, and you know with whom. This is single. There are single apartments, so that this apartment is only for you and only you live there.
Yeah. What documents do I need to provide to apply for housing? And the documents you need are, as we said, your proof that you're a student, and a liability insurance. If you're studying a language, you can provide us with a proof that you are studying this language. If you're doing in Germany, there is such a thing like Ausbildung. If you're doing this, then you can provide us with document. If you're doing an Erasmus, then there is also proof. So it's not necessarily a proof that you are enrolled student, but there it should be a proof that you are in the time of your studies. Julia, maybe you read the next question.
Yes, I wanted to ask, okay, what documents? Okay, it's fine, Daniel. After that, the new question, I would like to see it also on the slide.
Year,
okay, one moment.
yeah.
This year, we in Ukraine had problems with young people going abroad. Tell me, if I book a room, pay but can't leave, will the payment be returned? Okay, in this case, if you book an apartment and you pay the admission fee, you sign the contract, and the contract was also signed from our side, you have 14 days to recall, I can say, yes, to terminate your contract. This is the revocation, revoke, yes, revocation. You can revoke your contract. But after that, then 14 days are gone. There is no possibility. Yes, there is possibility to cancel, but with a new tenant, so that you should find someone who will live there, so that it's a little bit difficult will be in this case. If you book it, you pay. But what, Joanna, do you have any other information?
I would say we quite understand this question, and as Yulia said, it is the usual that you have 14 days after the contract confirmation to withdraw it. So cancel it, get your money back. But of course, we also have a trained service team, a whole team, who takes care of similar issues. And we are very sorry about the current situation in Ukraine. And we offer always that you contact us. That you contact directly our service team, and in extreme situations, let's say, they really have a personal talk with you, and then they decide how to proceed. So this question is not easy to be in generalized answer on it. So for such issues, we have our service team, I would say.
Yes, you're right.
Next, I'm trying to post these questions. Are you posting? Okay, good. I just tried to post it, but I couldn't. Sorry. Is there a difference in the payment in different cities?
Yes.
I'm not sure. The payment method is the same, but the prices are different. The prices are different.
You're right. There are 3 payments, as I said, in all our cities, but the prices are, of course, different. Yeah. Bogdana, this question I answered you, only 90 or 20, 50 euros per month. I said it's only one payment. Okay, what is the most common booking grant program among students? Most of all, most students book for 1 year. This is full year stay, because it's in the middle. So if we see the prices, yes, semester stay for 6 till 9 months, it costs more than, for example, full year stay. But long term costs not so much.
It costs less than the full year stay. Yes. And since we don't offer it for that long, like we offer the full year stay only since this year, so it's not also easy to say what's the most common. But as Yulia said, I think it is. I also think it is the full year stay.
Full year stay, but there are also students who decide for the long term. If they study, yes, they know at this moment, okay, I will study 3-4 years. I have my bachelor, for example, and they want to be secured because there is also price guarantee, so that you will have this price that stands in your contract. For example, if you have the contract for 3 years, you see the price. But if you have the contract for 1 year and after that you want to extend it, we can guarantee that the price will be the same. Yeah, so that there is the Staffelmiete. This is in German, and I think
the 3% increase.
Yes.
This too much. It's too much details now. The core point is that if you book for a long term, you have a secured payment schedule, and you can plan your costs for the next 3 years because you know what your rent will be. If you book for 1 year, then you know for the next 1 year what the rent will be, and after it could change. What's the average value of the cost itself? It's not that easy to say depending on the city, but in some of our cities, in fact in most, it's like something around between 800 and 900 for the long term. The price differs from city to city, and the current availability to the current price could be checked on the website, or if you're interested in a particular house, then you can just message us and we can let you know. What contract does the student sign with you and with the tenant? There is only one contract that is signed with us. This is your rental contract, and your rental contract will be you receive directly from the website. Like, you go on the website, you choose the apartment, and you receive it from us. You sign it, and we sign it. This is the only contract you sign with us.
Yes, and as Jona said, you can also book in some cities the car slot, so that in this case there will be another contract for the car slot, so that
yes,
there can be 2 contracts. Or maybe in Hamburg they have the storage, so that it will be also different contract. Yeah.
Alexandra asks, are the legal conditions for renting in Germany and the Czech Republic different? Yes. These are different since the law in Germany and Czech Republic is different. We have a separate international team who is answering all questions regarding Prague, renting at Prague. But what remains the same is the concept. Like, you still book at the FIS and you still pay your monthly rent. It is, as far as I know, in Prague also possible to have a shared apartment and some different rental terms, which I believe our colleagues Vera and Petka will be very happy to explain in detail upon email, or also you can reach us via the hotline and talk with us.
Next question. Yes, I think I can answer it. Alex said us for which city he is interested in. It's Berlin. And how much are single students in Berlin? I opened now our concept price for full year stay. Yes, and we have different categories. For example, from X small apartments, it's 17 square meters, till XX large apartments, till 32, 33 square meters. And the price is also from 866 euros a month till 1,000. And for example, this XX large apartment, it's double apartment, I think, will cost 1,300 euros a month. This is the maximum price. So that and it depends also on the floor, yes, and on the category, as I already said.
And
Also
these are our current prices. We are about to launch everything for the coming semester. So maybe just to mention
the
this.
prices, yes, can change. So in this moment, but so that you can understand, it's from 866, 890, 910, for example. So in Berlin. Okay. The next question, Joanna, is
is it automatic monthly payment installments? Yes, it's automatic provided that you fill in the SEPA. Like you fill this document that you allow us to book from your bank account, and then we book from your bank account. If you say no, I would really prefer to transfer the money on my own, then you can do so. It's just important that you transfer the monthly rent, usually, like always, before the beginning of a month.
yes, I see. The next question was from Marina. Please repeat
Marina,
again. Month stay costs between 90 and
between 1920.
Is that correct? This is admission fee. It's not the monthly cost, because monthly cost is the monthly rent. Yes, so that it will be transferred from your account, from your SEPA account. And in this case, 90 or 250 euros is only the admission fee that you should pay before you sign the contract and you pay the admission fee. These two steps are important for us to sign the contract. After that, we see, okay, the admission fee is there, the contract is signed, and we sign the contract. Okay, and you need paid within 5 days. So you reserve an apartment, and within 5 days, you should pay the admission fee and sign the contract. If you haven't done it, the reservation will be cancelled, automatically cancelled from the system.
Is it possible to stay in the apartment for a day? For example, the transport flight is cancelled off on the day of the. We offer long-term accommodation. So for a day or for one night, you can stay maybe in a hotel or elsewhere. But we can offer you only from as accommodation starting from 6 months to 3 years. So yeah, I'm very sorry, but for one night, it is unfortunately not possible.
And Marina about Netherlands. Yes, as far as I see, is there a campus in the Netherlands? Yes, we have the FIS in Utrecht, Netherlands. And for example, in this case, yes, this is for Netherlands, you should pay the deposit before we countersign the contract, so that there are some differences in the Netherlands, so that you should also check the website or write us the email or contact us per contact form on the website to get more information about Netherlands.
Yeah. So in general, the booking process we just showed you is for the Germany, for the Netherlands, for Austria, and for the Czech Republic. There are small differences, which are just due to the different laws in the different countries. But in general, the FIS is the same concept in every country. It's just a different rent and different order of payments, so to say, at the beginning of the contract. Are there time limits? What is a specific time by which the student must return? Time limits in terms of how long you book, it's a limited contract, but you can stay longer. So if you let's say I have an example. We have a tenant in Hanover who stays already for 7 years at our house. So you see, there is no time limit in this sense. He just began with one contract and then renewed it again and again, and like that for 7 years. So in theory and also in practice, if you book now for 3 years and in 3 years you book again for 3 years, then you can just stay. There is no limit by which you can you should move out. The only thing is you should be an enrolled student after you finish your studies. We don't say, okay, now please move out. You're from day I don't know, from 1st of April, no longer a student, just move out. No, you can stay at our house, but at some point, maybe 1 year after finishing your studies, it would be a good idea to start searching for another place.
Mm-hmm. The next question is from Lisa. Is it automatic monthly payment? I think you mean the monthly rent. Am I right? I hope it will be automatically transferred, yes, from your account, as we already said, from the second month. And you can, of course, pay for the whole year or for the 6 months if you want. But in this case, it must be the SEPA form provided to us so that we will automatically transfer it from your account. So the next question is from Irina, or no? From
Bogdana. Mm-hmm. Is it possible to terminate the lease agreement in the middle of the month? It is for the long-term contracts possible to cancel.
I can tell some information about it. Yes, you can terminate the contract. Mm-hmm. But there is, for example, if you book an apartment for 1 year, there is only one possibility to cancel it with a new tenant, so that you must find someone who will take this contract over. And it will be also not in the middle of the month, but at the end of the month. Yes, and you should tell this information 4 weeks before you want to terminate your contract. So that, yes, I have found a new tenant, so that I want to take my contract over. Or if you book an apartment for 3 years, for example, there is one extra possibility to cancel it at the end of September of your second year. This is the second possibility to cancel it. But also with a new tenant, there is always this possibility.
Yeah.
I hope I answered.
And Irina says, what violations can result of eviction? Maybe you need, you mean the cancellation of the contract. So canceling the contract is also a topic that is more or less answered by from our service team. So if you need, for whatever reason, to go back home or move into another city, you should simply let us know and provide someone to take over the apartment. So this works. You offer the apartment to someone, you find someone who says, okay, I can take the apartment to the conditions which we offer as a company and as a FIS, and then the person says, okay, I take this apartment, and then you can cancel your contract and the new tenant begins his or her contract.
Mm-hmm. And Daniel also have asked us, have you ever had a case of litigation with your student tenants? For example, I haven't heard about it.
No. We usually, in fact, not at all. We believe that our policies are very tenant friendly, and we hope that tenants also find it like that. if there are any issues, you can always address us and let us know before the situation escalates, so to say. So no,
you're right, and our service team works with these cases also, or legal team. Yes, that we maybe do not have so much information about this process.
Do we have any other? Okay, someone is tipping.
So that I hope also we could answer most of your questions. I think all questions you wrote us, and we didn't over see them. So I mean that it's everything clear for you now. And as we already said, you can always check the website and see which apartments we have, yes, and what categories and what characteristic these apartments have. You can always check it on the website. If not, you can always write us. Yes, for example, Joanna will tell you more information.
Yeah.
Ask all your questions and we will answer it per email. Joanna already wrote.
Yeah, I just tipped the email in the chat. You can address us anytime, and we promise to answer you as fast as we can. And there is everything you can ask us. If you feel there is something you didn't understand, you can also call us. It is not an issue at all. You find our contact information also on our website. I repeat, the website link you can find above this for student housing, this red button website link. Yeah, we really enjoyed presenting to you today, and if you have any open questions left, just please let us know now or in an email. It's fine.
Yes, you're right. And you had many questions as far as I see. That's fine that you're, as far as I see, you're interested in housing, and I hope it will also be good with the possibilities now for Ukrainians to come and to leave the country. I really hope it will work. It will work. Yeah.
We hope. We are all at the same opinion, and we do have already some of your fellows living in our properties. So I believe this should work well for you as well. Price is not for only for the fee.
Not only for the fee. What do you mean, Marina? The site also shows prices not only for the fee. The site shows prices. This is the all-in prices, that everything included there, as I said, but only media fee. You should pay extra, so that you see on the website all-in prices, and you should not pay anything extra. So that.
Yeah.
But for example, admission fee, you will find it only after you fill in all details, and you will see the contract, you sign the contract, and after that you will get information and now pay the admission fee of 90 euros. And as far as you've done it, we will sign the contract from our side.
And maybe you can just, she can just write you an email, Julia, just at the sales, so that we can have maybe a separate call with her over our hotline and one more time explain if there is anything not clear. This is for all of you. If you feel that there is any information missing, you can just address us at the sales@thefis.com, and we will provide answer for each of you separately also.
Yes, Joanna is right. Yeah.